Okay, so step 3, you're going to be doing the inner leg seam. So we are not going to be touching the crotch seam just yet. Okay, so the inner leg seam is from the very bottom of the crotch seam all the way down to the inside of your leg. So that's your inner leg seam. You're gonna notice when it's laying on the table that they don't match. However, we know that anytime we sew a regulation seam, we need to make them match. So I'm gonna start right here at the bottom of the crotch seam. I'm going to make a match, hold it in place, and then we're gonna use our straight pins to do just that. And you're just gonna pin it all the way down, just like we did for our side seam. Okay, so again, don't worry about the curve, nothing about it. Don't worry about the top of your pants. The only thing we want to make match is the inner leg seam. Okay, and then after we pin that all the way down, you'll do the same thing that we did for the side seam, where you're going to bring it to your sewing machine, sew a regulation seam, 5/8 inch seam, and then we'll take it over to the iron, press it open, and then you'll either do a zigzag seam finish or a serge seam finish, depending on what you choose to do or what you've been trained to do. You're just gonna pin it all the way down. Again, if your cutting edges aren't perfectly even, just do your best to make the edges match. And if they're slightly off, it's okay. But you really wanna try to make them match, make it nice and flat at those edges the best that you can. And just pin it all the way down. If for some reason, when you get to the bottom and if it doesn't match perfectly, especially if you added some length to your pants, don't worry about it. We can always fix that at the end. It's not a big deal. You're just gonna keep pinning all the way down. Again, your right side should be together, so pretty sides of fabric. If your right and your wrong sides don't look different, pay attention to your markings, and whatever side the markings are on are the wrong side. So you have to make sure the pretty sides are together. Otherwise, you'll have to use your seam ripper. It's not fun, but it's effective. Okay, again, edges are even, check both sides. Those are my notches are matching up. Now I'm ready to go sew it.